What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video on this one right here. This one right here. Well, let me tell you about this one. This one's a double hydro cannon starter team. I had super fun with it. I did 2 sets with it. It were my last 2 sets, so these are the last 2 sets I did do yesterday's stream. Once again, link in the description. As always, if you do want to go watch these battles happen in real time, link to my Twitch in the description. Go follow me over there. Interact with me as these battles do happen in real time. But yeah, um, Empoleon super strong. You guys will see right here, Empoleon super strong. Not only for alligator, but Empoleon is super strong as well. Um, and I paired it up with Annihilate. You probably see me run Poliwrath with for alligator a lot. So this is pretty much the same thing, but we have a charm answer here. And now yeah. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz as we do get into these commentary. These are gonna be only 2 sets. Um, I do believe I go 3-2 and then 4-1. You guys will see here. So overall positive with this with the team. So if you do want to try it out, try it out. You guys do see we do end up seeing a Alolan Ninetales here. They are gonna side shock me. We're gonna be able to make it to a Hydro Cannon here. Hydro Cannon should be enough to KO. And this Empoleon here is a rank 2 Shadow. So rank 2 Shadow, I had to make it. I had to invest in Elite TM. Once again, Rocket event is going on right now, probably in your time. If you're watching this video, it's probably already live. So go ahead and frustration your shadow Pokemon. Take off frustration using a TM. If it is like an Empoleon or a Feraligatr, make sure that they are evolved before you do give it an Elite TM. If not, then it won't work. But yeah, for alligator up against for alligator. For alligator is gonna be able to throw before mine, but that's fine with me. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a shield here. Kind of thought I was gonna be able to farm down before they end up making to another move, but unfortunate for me, I do not get the farm down, and but I am at 2 hydro cannons here. But I do bank one of the hydro cannons will come out into our Annihilate is gonna be met with an Ampharos, and at this point, I think I did make a big mistake here because I lived this, right? And I shouldn't have undercharged it. I should have charged it all the way. I was trying to get a little bit of farm with my Feraligatr, hoping or my Empoleon, hoping I can make it to a move here, farm down. But unfortunate for me, I was not able to farm down, and because of that, now we're too low, and now we're not even gonna be able to make it to a move there. And unfortunate for me, um, we're gonna end up losing that game. So maybe if I just end up knocking out the Ampharos, I do win that game, to be honest. Because with the counter damage and obviously Empoleon would be fully health. So I did throw that game as we do see Steelix in the lead. I'm gonna switch out into my Empoleon here, and this is actually looking really bad for me because I don't know who to go into. This is a steel Pokemon, so we do resist the aerial ace and the X's are gonna go ahead and shield this one up. Hoping they let the next one go through, but we'll see what they want to do here. Gonna be able to make it to the drill pack. Do they want to shield this? And the answer is yes, they do want to shield, and this is actually looking really bad for me. They swap out into a Poliwrath, and this is looking so bad for me. I'm gonna go ahead and let this go through. Can't really shield here at this point. We do get the skull debuff, which is very unfortunate for us. 30% chance now since it did get nerfed. Now they are gonna be able to throw another move here, which is fine with me. Hoping I can get the Shadow Claw down here before they make it to a move and we get lag. But yeah, sure, whatever the game is, that's how the game is right now. Felix in the back, make sure to throw on very good timing. They are one away from the breaking swipe slash psychic things if they have it or if they're running it. I know they're running one of them, but unfortunately for them, they're not going to be able to make it. And now I can just shield this up, make it to a hydro cannon, and hydro cannon should be enough from this range, and we're going to be able to take this game for Alligator putting in the work this time. We didn't close with Empoleon, but we will see Empoleon putting in the finest of work here in the next few battles. As we do see Dragonite up against our Annihilate, and this is obviously not the best matchup for the Annihilate, just because the Dragon Breaths are actually chunking, as you guys can see. And we are going to be able to make it to a nice size. Don't get the boost. They do shield up, and we're going to shield as well. Gonna throw right away and then swap out into my for alligator. I'm pretty sure most of the time, I'm going to be switching out for alligator. I am gonna try to close out with my uh, charm answer because just in case there is a charmer in the back and they swap out into a licky tongue, a licky licky, not a licky tongue, but a licky licky, and this is actually looking really horrible for me. They're gonna be able to farm me down before I make it to another hydro cannon, which is really bad for me. And this thing has only nuke moves, so this is actually looking really bad for me. I mean, they might have body slam, but this is most likely going to be a shadow ball, which it is the shadow ball. Gonna be able to make it to a move here. Thought about undercharging it, but they're probably already close, and the licks were doing a lot of damage. Swap out into my Empoleon. They're stuck in here for a little bit. Gonna be able to make it to drill pack here. I don't know why I threw a drill pack. I mean, I guess just in case they did try to catch. Um, but we're one away from the next drill pack. Drill pack gonna be enough to KO the Dragonite, and we're gonna be able to take that game. I told you guys, Empoleon putting in the finest of works, and now we are gonna see Poliwrath into our Annihilate, and this is really good for the Annihilate. Just because we do resist the counters, and the counters are adding up on the Poliwrath, as you guys can see. They shielded. I'm thinking about not shielding this, even if it's a scold, so be it. And once again, this person also gets the debuff, and maybe I should have shielded the scold first because now I'm shielding Icy Winds, and I don't want to do that. They swap out into a Drapion, and this is actually looking really bad for me. But we're gonna go ahead and let this go through, hoping I can make it to a Hydro Cannon here. We do make it to the Hydro Cannon, and they get the defense fall, which is not looking even better for us. But now we are. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go through, and then I'm gonna come into my Empoleon farm down because I do not want to take a move on uh my Annihilate. And as you guys can see, the game crashed on me. The game froze on me. The game froze. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. And now because of that, I lose. I mean, not that the game was looking any better for me. Obviously, it was looking bad, but maybe they could have had something in the back that was going to be super weak to the Empoleon. Now we will never find out because Niantic can't fix their game. And this is super sad for a person like me that is a content creator and makes videos and content from this game, and I can't even play it properly because they can't fix it, which is super sad. Um, and I'm just waiting here, waiting to see if it comes back. But no, nothing. I eventually end up top lefting, as you guys see right there, and we do end up going 3-2. Could have been a 4-1. We don't know. But unfortunately, we end up losing that game as we do get a squad over here, close to being the hundo, but unfortunately not the hundo. So we're gonna trash it, and we're gonna climb a couple of points here. Now we're gonna see Tapu Fini up against our Annihilate, and this is actually really bad for the Annihilate, but we can put some damage on this Tapu Fini. If they know shield this is going to be massive damage. Gonna go ahead and shield this. I know it's the Nature Madness. I'm just gonna swap out instantly. They swap out into Guzzlord. I'm going to build up to the Ice Beam, knowing that I don't have it, but they are gonna respect it and shield. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let this go through. I'm gonna undertap my move here. I'm gonna go straight for the crunch here. They're both resisted. Hydro Cannon and Crunch are both resistant, but I was hoping to get a defense fall. No defense fall on this time. And now I'm gonna have to make a decision here. I'm gonna go into my Annihilate, and it looks like I got denied there. Unfortunate for me, so we're gonna have to go ahead and take this move. I'm gonna try to make it to the Shadow Ball here. We do make it to the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is going to do some massive damage. It's going to be another KO. We're going to swap out into our Empoleon. Empoleon is going to get met with Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini going to be able to throw a move here, which is fine with me. In the back is a gradient, and this is actually looking kind of tough for me now. So I am going to have to see what we can do here. I'm going to go ahead and let this go through. Reason being is because if I get the defense fall, um, I mean, pretty much to be honest, it's pretty much over. If I get the defense fall and I shield, they're just gonna be able to KO me with the next move. And unfortunate for me, I just do not come out with a lot of energy here. They're gonna be able to KO my Annihilate, and we're gonna actually end up losing. Very unfortunate for us, but we're gonna go into the next game. We're gonna see Annihilate versus Annihilate. They're gonna switch out into a Tapu Koko, and this is actually not looking good for me. Gonna go straight for the nuke here, but most likely they are gonna shield here because they know we're not going to bait. Gonna swap out into my Empoleon. This time, this is where I do go swap out into my Empoleon. Usually, once again, like I said, I do close with the Empoleon, but this time I didn't really want to. We're gonna go straight for the drill peck. Didn't really have to go for the drill peck, but that's fine. Hydro cannon would have did enough damage, even more to be honest. We're gonna go ahead and shield this up. I'm gonna farm down completely. See what they bring out. They bring out a G Weezing, a Galarian Weezing, and this is actually not looking good for me. I'm gonna swap out into my for alligator. Going to go ahead and take this move. It is the play rough. They're gonna switch out into the for alligator, trying to make it to a hydro cannon. Hopefully, I can make it to two be enough to farm the KO this Annihilate, and it looks like we do make it to move. Gonna undercharge it just a bit, hoping I can get one Shadow Claw out this, but I don't get any Shadow Claws. It's very unfortunate for me. Gonna have to shield this up, and I do believe I am at the Night Slash, so we're gonna be able to throw the Night Slash here, and I do believe maybe Annihilate wins CMP. So either way, if they had the move or didn't have a move, we're going to be able to take this game. And now these next few battles here, you guys are gonna see people just top left or force quitting the app. They're not even top left and they're force quitting the app. This team makes people force quit. And here, they swap out into a Giratina, which we did see the Obstagoon in the lead. And this is actually really good for me. Gonna be able to make it to the crunch. They don't even throw a move here, which is very interesting for me. And once again, they don't even throw a move, and I don't know why. And that's a big mistake by the opponent because now I am full. My for alligators got so much health right now, I can tank this Night Slash. It's not going to be enough to KO. If it is the Night Slash, then it is the Night Slash. Gonna be able to throw this Hydro Cannon here, see what they want to do. They do end up shielding, which is very interesting. Would have thought they would have let it go just because they know I have an Annihilate in the back. And in the back, they have a Cresselia gonna be CMPing on the Captai, the Baptai, which is gonna be the Grass Knot. So it is a Baptai, the bait attack priority. And now we are gonna go ahead and switch out um into our Empoleon. Empoleon just gonna be able to take this move, farm down completely, come out with a lot of energy. Gonna go ahead and take this move again, and we're gonna farm down that Cresselia. We're gonna come down and farm down. We're gonna be able to throw this drill peck and now I'm gonna go for the Hydro Cannon. Make them shield the drill pack and then go for the Hydro Cannon. Even though both of the moves, we do get to the moves at the same time, it does take 6 Steel Wings for both moves. So regardless, it didn't matter which move I threw. I could have threw back-to-back Hydros or back-to-back drill packs. Would have been enough to KO. Once again, we see a Obstagoon in the lead. So this is very good for the Annihilate. Annihilate gonna be met with the Kingdra. Kingdra most likely gonna shield. So I'm just gonna bait here and then I'm gonna switch out into my fur alligator here, and then start throwing out these hydro cannons. But I do believe they are triple resisting the hydro cannons. Do I throw a hydro cannon here? I do not throw a hydro cannon. I go for the crunch here. Let's see what they want to do. They do not want to shield. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the next hydro cannon. So probably should just went straight hydro cannon in this situation, but either way, it's fine. We're gonna be able to farm them or get them out the way. Kingdra is gone, so now they were probably trying to bait out my Empoleon, but I am not for that. And now we're gonna be able to make it to another Hydro Cannon on this Obstagoon as they are trying to farm me down completely. But we all know that the energy is gonna be walled here by our Annihilate. I'm gonna go throw the Shadow Ball here. If we get the shield, regardless, gonna swap out here now. Empoleon should be able to close this out. Empoleon gonna be able to tank moves here. They don't. I guess they don't even have Shadow Sneak either. So I'm assuming they have Ancient Power on this Giratina. Otherwise, they would be throwing Shadow Sneak here. But yeah, they keep throwing Dragon Claws. We're gonna be able to farm up here. Gonna go ahead and let this go through. And then probably just under tap. They catch here, I think. And yeah, they do catch, which is fine with me. Gonna leave a little bit of health for my Annihilate to get to a move here. And now we do make it to the Night Slash. Night Slash. Once again, look at this. We're making people force quit the app. This team just makes people force quit. If you guys are looking for a good team, I do believe this is one of those good. Now we are gonna see Poliwrath, Shadow Shiny Poliwrath, nice flex. And we are gonna. This is obviously good for the Nihilate. We do make it to the move at the same time, but they are going to go ahead and catch on a Drapion, which is fine with me. Gonna be able to farm up extra energy here. Gonna go ahead and let this go through, just knowing that I can live a crunch. And now I'm gonna try to catch the next crunch here. which I think I did end up catching. And now I'm going to try to make it to a move here. See if we can make it to a move. We do make it to a move. Do they want to shield this? And the answer is no, they don't want to shield, which is fine with me. Gonna be able to uh throw a hydro cannon at this Shadow Polyrath, and now they are super, super low. I know I have a move on my Nihilate. If they want to shield, they're gonna have to shield this Night Slash. And unfortunately from them, they do want to shield, and now I'm gonna throw the shield back again. If they swap out, oh, it's what's that thing called? It's gonna tank, and now I am gonna be able to switch out into my Empoleon. Empoleon gonna be able to tank this move here. Gonna farm down completely, come out with a lot of energy, and still wing down the Poliwrath to be able to take that game. As we do go 4-1 here in this set. So yeah, very strong team, I do believe. Um, Once again, we did get robbed of one battle, so we will never know if we would have went 4-1 in that set too. Overall, very positive team, I think. But yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz, and I will see you guys on the next video.